Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wine Wednesday. I'm on it, William Black, TikTok. See, you're even monitoring me from far away or the next room. Silly, stop. Hi. So, how is everyone this Wednesday? I am here by myself, sans William, and we're going to have all the fun beauties time without William. And I'm just going to catch you guys up on some stuff. I do have a little bit of agenda, so I would remember some things that I need and want to tell you guys. Plus, I'm going to talk about some stuff that I'm probably technically not allowed to talk about, but there's no one here to tell me I can't. So, that's what we're going to do. So I first want to check with you guys. Since I did the setup myself, tell me that you can hear me and see me okay. I am not usually the person handling all of that business. So I just want to make sure that you can see me, you can hear me. Thank you, Nicole. Hi, Amanda. Hey, so I was corrected. Dana, I've been saying Dana. I know it's Dana. So hi, Dana. I got a Facebook user. Hey, how you doing? Hi, Robin. Hi, Allison. Hi, Kathy. How you guys doing? Tabitha, I am glad you're here. Good. So you guys can hear me. Thank you, guys. Hi, Sharon. That's fantastic. So at least I could do that part of it right. I know William will probably tell me that I don't have everything else right, but you know what? We're just going to have some fun. Hi, Julie. Hi, Louise. I'm doing good, Kelly. How are you? Hey, Eve, another Facebook user. How you guys doing? You did do something, Tabitha. It's here, but we're going to talk about that in just a hot minute. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Sammy. Yeah, Jenna did tell me, and I remembered as soon as she said it that you had told me once upon a time, but my grandmother was Danna, which was Dana to me. So when I see Dana, and I'm sure I'm not alone, I think Dana, but I will get it right from now on, I promise. I do get to do it my way, Nicole. You are totally right. Thank you, Julie. I actually do this I haven't seen my hairdresser since Christmas. I've canceled twice, and bless her, she keeps rescheduling me. So I'm finally going. No, not next week, the week after. But the good news is I can do this in about 10 minutes with a flat iron. So I keep it pretty simple. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Vicky. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. So since the cat's away, the mice shall play. I wanted to catch you guys up on a couple of things that are going on right now. But of course, when I go to bring up my agenda, my silly computer thinks I want to bring up an Amazon document that I have going about new throw pillows that I would like to have, because that's really going to help you guys tons tonight. So William's not here because he is helping my parents over trying to help them do a few things. Since he was gracious enough to do this last week without me and keep you guys, I hope, relatively entertained. I know that you guys exchanged recipes and that did his heart good. I am not the chef of the house, so we will talk about other things tonight. But he is helping my parents do a few other things, and baby is in class right now. She has a Wednesday night class it's not supposed to get over till 9:40, I think, but she texted me like literally 5 minutes ago, and she was like, I think I'm going to get out about 8:30. And I'm like, and it's across campus. And I was like, okay, so look, if you get out at 8:30, I'm not going to be available. Call your father. Somebody needs to talk to you while you walk across campus. Yeah, it is late, Kelly, and I'm perturbed. And she also has a similarly late class on Tuesday nights. And the deal is, these are both working professionals. They teach one class a week. So these are classes that start at like 6 something at night and then get over at, 9 something at night. And it just sucks. But she needed these 2 classes to graduate. It is her last semester. We kind of put them off, hoping that they would find people who had better schedules, like during the day schedules. But no, we came down to the last semester, and she still needed these 2 classes, and they still only have them at night. So here we are. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Edie. I saw a couple of you guys sneak in, and I didn't get a chance to say hi to you. Yeah, my parents are okay. We're just trying to get my dad some help that I think he needs up that will make his quality of life better. We're just trying to do some assessments and figure some things out and figure out what's going to work best for dad right now. So those are some things that were important and needed to get tended to sooner rather than later. And because I've been so buried, he is so gracious and wonderful, and he stepped in to help do all the things. So that is what he's doing. Kat, you're here. We put your book in the mail, honey. So if you didn't get it today, you'll get it probably tomorrow. Hi, Regina. Hey, Jan, how are you? Thank you, Louise. I enjoyed putting together the newsletter. The closer we get to Trees and Layla, the more excited I get, but I am going to talk about that. So let me get through a few other things before I forget, because I will totally get sidetracked, and then William will be to me later like, you missed half the things you meant to say. And I'll be like, yeah, I know, because that's what I do. So the other thing I want to talk about is babies. Spring break starts Friday, so I'm super excited about that. She's going to be home for a week. Bring on the margaritas. We are totally excited about binging a few things and just having some fun. She's going to graciously help proof Wicked as Seduction for me. So you guys, I finished late because it was long. Gosh, I keep getting ahead of myself. Anyway, she's going to help. I'll come back to that. So I'm excited to have her home. It's always nice to have her home. And it's so interesting to think about the fact that she's graduating after spring break. She has 8 weeks left, and that's it. And then she's coming home, and I'm so incredibly excited. Hey, Nikki Ann. Yes, Nicole, some midnight margaritas. And that is also one of our favorite movies, by the way. We always, every Halloween, have to watch Practical Magic. You got oh, that's awesome, Kat. Thanks. Thank you so much. I hope she enjoys the series. Yay. So Tabitha, while you're here, all of the chocolates came today, the Gertrude hot chocolate. So Tabitha graciously sent us a gift certificate to this. Hi, Melissa. And I love caramel. I love chocolate. Like, these are all the things. And this is like a sea salt caramel. Now, it came in this like big styrofoam container, and you were bad, and I love it, honestly. Yeah, you're right, Eve. Dad is really happy he doesn't have to pay rent on the apartment. And I think baby is going to be happy to leave. She's done. She now has, other than her one roommate that she really gets along with, she has one she doesn't talk to, and one who's like, bless your heart. That's just the nice Southern way of saying just bless your heart. So anyway, the caramels, they came today in this big styrofoam container, and it had dry ice, and it's so pretty. And it was nice that they did, because today is really the first day around here that feels like spring. It was kind of warming up the last couple of days, and then I feel like today, I think we got to about 80, and it was just beautiful. Hi, Renee. I'm glad you joined us. Right, Teresa, it's hard to not like this. So anyway, because I am not going to make you take my word for it entirely. I will taste test this for you, because it's really, I'm sure it's just, no, it's awesome. Spoiler alert, I did taste one when they came in. Yeah, it's really good, I have to say. But you know what I like about them too is they're not like little squares. Like, they're like, if you get one of these, this is a 2 to 3 bite number. Like, this isn't a super simple, and it's so gooey, and the caramel so buttery and sweet. Like, it's just awesome. So Tracy, yes, that is exactly right. It's so good. And it's warm here today that I cannot hold this for very long because it will melt all over me. But really, really, really good. So if you guys are looking for some amazing chocolates or amazing gifts for somebody, I have to say these are really, really good. So thank you so much, Tabitha. Appreciate that very much. Like, when it came today, I got super excited, and I was texting William. I'm like, look. And it was packaged nice too. Oh, sorry. They are Gertrude Hawk. The glare is just enough. It's milk chocolate, sea salt, caramel. They also had a dark chocolate variety, if that is your bag. So FYI. Let's see what else was on my agenda. Okay, now I can talk about the book. See, I can do that. You make homemade turtles every Christmas. There's nothing better. I know, homemade caramel. That's, I think, one reason I really enjoy making the monkey bread, because we make the homemade caramel drizzle and we just drizzle it all over the sucker. And then you put some on before you bake it, and then you can put some more on after you bake it. Like it's really, really lovely. You had surgery, Melissa, and it went well. I'm glad to hear that. Yay. That's always a good thing. We got these online. So I think if you were to go look up Kathy Gertrude Hawks, you would probably, I'm sure it was the website. Lee, well, Tabitha sent us the gift card, and then I wasn't in the room. William went and did the things. So I can't tell you that either, Kathy. I'm sorry. I was not in the room. So William did all of that. But I'm sure a good quick Google search and you will find all the things that you need to know. Okay, so the book, you guys, y'all. Wow. It's like I don't know where to start, because sometimes, oh, thank you. See, William is always looking out for me. And I will put it, he found the homepage. So Kathy and anybody else who is interested, I'm just posting the comment there, and you can, there you go. That is the URL. So the book is done. Kelly, you know, oh, that's fantastic, Kathy. Here. Yay. Yay, Kathy. I know you're excited, and it's been a long time coming, so I'm happy for you. How do I feel now that the book is done? I feel like, this will sound strange, I even have a book hangover. You got, I can't, you guys, I can't. Every time I thought I knew where Trees and Layla wanted to go, they took me someplace else. Every time I think I wanted to like control anything, like it was not happening. It was not happening, which is why the book is 20,000 words longer than every other Wiccan devoted book. It's, I think, probably the most intense, and that's kind of saying something. I really just feel like, it was long, it was emotional, it was difficult. There was a lot of other things that kind of came on top of it too. There was like Christmas, and we got sick, and we've had, we've been worried about Dad. So there was like a whole lot of other things going on as well. But I think at the heart of it was just these two really captivating me. And I'm going to be sad when this is over, like a lot. I have some, I just, like they tore my heart out. They tore my brain apart trying to figure out, like, what do you people want? And at the same time, I am so glad that I just finally let them have their way, because I needed to get them to the place where they are. And I can't say too much, but I wanted them to get to the place where they are now at the end of Wicked as Seduction. Thank you, Kelly. I think we're going to go deeper with this one. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Good to see you. So a lot of you have already been asking me, like, are you taking time off, now that the book is done? Well, I took about 2 days. And one day I entirely, well, I shouldn't say entirely. I got up on Monday, which was one of my days off. Hang on, I'm thinking. Okay. I got up on Monday. I took one of my days off, and I had a meeting with Rachel that lasted a couple of hours, and then I ended up playing Skyrim for most of the rest of the day. My brain was just really like not sure it could handle much of anything else. And I hope so, Kathy. That is my goal always, is to just leave people like biting their nails and all of the good things. Hi, Mavis. Good to see you. That is October, Kelly. So I'm not going right now. Shan, I figured out how to kill giants like that, by the way. So anytime you want to hop back in, girl, I got you. Yeah, this is a duet. Also, all the Wicked and Devoted books are duets. So to make my long story short, I took Monday off and I played mostly Skyrim. I took yesterday off, except for a staff meeting and a few other things that I needed to get done. And William and I ran a lot of errands and did some things that I had just been putting off for a while that needed to get done. So all of that got done. In the meantime, I had been kind of working on where I wanted to go with book 2 here and there, and trying to get my head together, because yes, I started book 2 today. It's just the nature of the duet, like to make sure that you guys get these books close together. That means that I have to 100% write them super close together. So that's really where I'm at right now. Oh, hi, Brenda. How are you? How's the weather in Washington? Kathy, it is, the book ended up being almost 97,000 words. And for reference, the first, I think both half of like Bray and 1 Mile's duet were right around 75. I think Zion Test was 75 to 80. I'm already at 97, very close to 97 with Trees and Layla Part 1. I really hope that Trees and Layla Part 2 is shorter, just for my sanity, but I'm not making any promises, because if you guys didn't guess, Trees is he's got some hidden talents, let's just put it that way. And he is gonna be interesting. So yeah, it's gonna be long. I think honestly, all of the duets before have been around 150,000 words by the time we're done, give or take. This one might actually be 175. Yeah, I know. And Kathy, it's really hard to tell you what a page count is. And the reason is because on an ebook, that's going to be a different pagination than it is in a print book, like vastly different. And a lot of that depends also on then if you get that ebook file, if you increase or decrease the font size for your ease of reading, that of course changes the pagination too. It's just not an apples to apples kind of, way to calculate. So for authors, and what we've always worked out with our editors has been, because they were always like a certain number of words. So that's just, I think that's the reason authors talk like that. And I know it's hard when you're looking like at an Amazon listing and it tells you how many kilobytes it is, but it doesn't necessarily tell you how many pages it is. Or if it tells you how many pages, that's probably the print book version. And I don't, because I'm still in editorial with this book. I'm supposed to get first round back, I think, tomorrow. I'm hoping to get it out of proofread by the weekend, and then will be formatted, but I can't actually know how many pages it will be in print until we format the book. And there's no point in formatting the book until it's all the way through editorial. So, I did not, Kathy. I'm going to talk about that. I have some beauty things here with me since William's not here to roll his eyes. I did bring some beauty things to talk about, so I will talk about that in just a minute too. So that's really where I'm at with Wicked as Seduction. It's definitely longer. Like for reference, let's see. I have it here. Well, here we go. I have the proof of Wicked as Lies. So this is Wicked as Lies. It's right around, I don't know, 75 or 80,000 words. So it's, you know, another almost 20,000 words longer than that. So, yeah, they just totally took me on a journey, and there was no getting around that. And I'm happy in the end. So, yeah, already working on book 2. It's already intense. Like I picked around for like the first hour trying to figure out how to ease back into this story and give people a little bit of a memory refresh in case they needed it. You know, it'll be a few weeks apart, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, once I really got going, I was like, oh, I looked up an hour-ish later. I was doing a sprint with another author on Zoom, and you know, where you just write flat out as fast as you can for an hour, and then you go back and edit it later. And then I looked up, and it was like, you know, 1,184 words later, which is a lot for me to write in an hour. And I was like, wow, okay, see, this is what happens when crazy things happen. So already super excited about where I'm going. It's just now making sure that I get done. And you know, it's one of those things where, because I'm already behind, I'm working to get caught up, but I'm not, you know, if it takes me a little extra time, it takes me a little extra time, and that just is what it is. I can't think if there's anything else about this. No, I don't think so. So other things that I do when people come over, or when I'm in between books, of course, we had friends over. There was vodka to be had. We went to the movies. We saw Uncharted. And that was technically before I finished, but I knew I was getting really, really close to finished. So for those of you who actually have played the Uncharted games or know of the Uncharted games, I'm going to reiterate what I heard going into it, which is if you've played the games or know the games of the story of the games, you have to go into the movie kind of divorcing yourself from that, because they changed the setup. In the games, for instance, Nate has known Sully since he was a kid, but in the movies, they don't meet till, you know, until Nathan's an adult. And so it changes some of the dynamics and the setup. I was a little surprised they didn't have Elena in the first movie, because she was in she was basically in all the games, some more than others, but and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who doesn't know what's going on from the games, but it was a good movie. It just wasn't the games, and that's okay. It was a little bit like Indiana Jones meets National Treasure, and Tom Holland is good. I wasn't sure I was going to like Mark Wahlberg as Sully. He seemed a little young for that role to me, but he did a good job of getting into that kind of character with that sort of attitude. So worth going if you haven't been. I actually enjoyed it. I think everybody we went with enjoyed it. So good time was had by all. And that's really it. I don't do anything really exciting. We did try to go out to dinner one night to celebrate me finishing. And there came that point, it kind of got late. And I looked at him and he looked at me and he was like, do you want to go out? And I said, yes. And we went and I got a pedicure, which I had been waiting to have one. I hadn't had one, I'm embarrassed to say, since like November. So that was bad. But I got a pedicure. I have purple toes now. It's really awesome. And he was like, do you want to go have dinner and we can celebrate? And I was like, sure. Yeah, let's do that. And by the time we decided to come home and feed the cats and close the blinds, and then I was like, oh, you know what? Let's just stay home. So we did. We had other things to do too. And that was fine. I think at that point, I just wanted a little chill, you know, some calm. It was nice to get done. It's nice to get to spend time with the person I live with every so often. And he was like, oh, we're paying attention to me now. And I was like, well, you know, I'll go out with you. I think we went to Sam's. I held his hand. Like, that's romantic, right? But it was good. And like I said, now I'm back to work. So the interesting thing about being kind of where I'm at right now is I know what I want to do with book 2, which is Wicked and Forever, but I'm working on that. And I also am prepping what I'm going to be writing after that, which takes a little bit more mental process from a plotting perspective, because I'm basically done with what I want to say with Trees and Layla mentally, unless they take me someplace else entirely, and always entirely possible. But for right now, I'm kind of mentally working on what I'm writing after that. But it'll all be good. It'll be fine. So some stuff. Somebody asked me a question, and this is one of the things I'm not supposed to talk about, but shh. Are there any plans for a hardcover version of Wicked and Lies? Yes. But you didn't hear that from me. Didn't hear that from me. Yeah. It's just a matter of how quickly we can get to these things. They're always on our list. We have people asking for them. It just takes some organization on our end, and we're not quite there right now. And to be honest, because we've had some things going on in the background with family and whatnot, and so has Rachel. And we all have to do parts to get this to move. We don't have a cover, we don't have a name, we don't have it's so hard to explain all the things that you do to even prep to put a book up for pre-order. And then to be able to, it seems like it would be so simple to just like take the books you have, mash them together, slap something on it and put it out there. But legally speaking, the platforms make you do things, and you have to apply for an ISBN, and you need to have, a specific title for it. And then you have to, it's a little more complicated, and I wish it wasn't, but yeah, it is coming, and I'm hoping sooner rather than later, but I will let you guys know, because that is on our list of things to do. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, it's coming. We are going to get there. I promise. Thank you, Eve. I am so excited. I hope that you guys are equally as excited. And I want you to know, if you have not read this series at all, you don't have to read the prior books. It's nice if you want to. Fantastic. Like, hats off to you. Wicked as Sin is still free right now. For anybody who didn't see in the newsletter, Wicked as Lies is 25% off on the Shayla store with code WICKED25. I think that sounds right. So that's always available to you. If you want to get caught up, like, it's awesome, do it. But I actually brought on for Wicked as Seduction a beta reader who has not read anything in the Wicked world ever, period. Like, knew nothing, knew no one, intentionally went and found her through another author. She doesn't really read my genre. She doesn't really I wanted somebody who was not in any way entrenched in what I wanted to say with any of these books. So she's, and the reason I picked her up for this project was I wanted to make sure, without a doubt, 100%, that if you have not started reading this series previously, you could in fact pick up with Wicked as Seduction and still completely understand what's going on. So after a couple of passes with her, she assures me that that is in fact the case. So if you haven't read before, you can pick up with Trees and Layla, and it won't be a problem. You still got a couple weeks, so if you want to pick up with Wicked as Sin and start for free in a book, you can go do that too. So, hey, Krista, it's all good that you're here. Good to see you. So, trying to think, what else am I supposed to not talk about? Oh, okay. So virtual signing. I'm almost now glad that we didn't mention it sooner. We did have a date in mind there because of some things that are going on in the background. I don't know if the date that we had originally is going to work. It may get pushed out by about 2 weeks, but I am, yay. Thank you so much, Kat. You guys, every time you recommend me to another reader friend, I appreciate that so much. There's nothing I think that gets a reader more interested in an author or their books than just your word of mouth and your recommendation. And it really makes such a difference to an author when and then I hear back from people, oh my gosh, I heard about you from my friend so-and-so and this and such. And I kept putting it off and saying, that's not really kind of thing I want to read and blah, blah, blah. But oh my gosh, I really, really love your books now. So that kind of thing, it's so good for me. And I'm so happy when I hear those things, because I know that you guys wouldn't be recommending any of my books if they didn't make you happy too. So that's awesome. Thank you, Janine. I hope you enjoy Wicked as Lies. Remember, they're told in duet, so if nobody forewarned you, I tell you through the book, and at the back of the book you'll see. But yeah, they're duet. So anyway, thank you, Dana. See, I got it right this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world to me, you guys. William, you're about to get a phone call, by the way. There. I'm just letting baby know that I am fully aware she is leaving class. So it's nice that she got like an hour early. So that's fantastic. It must have been a short night. Sometimes they just watch stuff in this class and do a little discussion and then they're done. So it's good that they don't make them stay till 9, whatever it is. Hi, Vashti. Good to see you. So let's see. What else? Oh, there's more merch stuff coming soon. I know we keep saying that, but Rachel has really been working on it. Something like that. No, he's just going to call, she's going to call Dad and he'll walk her home. If you were with me last week, I got up and left you guys. Sorry. It's the mom and me, and I walked her back to her apartment so that she doesn't have to feel like she's going across some dark parts of the campus without, anybody helping her through that. It freaks her out. It freaks me out a little bit, that kind of thing. So she will call him. So, let's see. I know there was one other thing I meant to say, and I meant to write it down. I'm not sure exactly who you mean. If you mean my daughter, probably not for a while. If you mean characters, let me know. Let me see. There was one other thing I meant to say, and I didn't get a chance to write it down because I was not thinking. Well, I was thinking about hooking up lights and whatnot. Anyway, okay, so I know there was something else I'm not supposed to talk about. I will tell you there are some other box sets in the works right now. Oh, that's what it was. So I know I had said right around the holidays that I would be talking about Summer Box in February. With the book, I didn't get a chance to. So I will be hooking you guys up with the Summer Box probably this month, and it will probably drop in July or August. So I wanted to let you guys know that was coming, and let me know if you guys are still interested in the box, because I want to go a little bit bigger with the box this time. I know the book that I want to put in the box is bigger this time, so it's going to necessitate a bigger box anyway. But let me know what you guys think, because I'm excited. I have some things that I want to share with you guys that are summary, and I think they'll be fun. And I'm looking forward to dropping a box on you guys. So, and I'll have more of them this time. Like I said, I just dropped 50 because I was like, it's a round number. We'll see if you guys are interested. It was kind of a surprise. But I'm going to try to do a few more this time. Yes. Okay, awesome. Thanks, you guys. And I'm glad to see, Kat, that you used your gift certificate from your Christmas box to buy the book you just bought. So yay. Let's see. This thing keeps jumping. Louise, I'm telling you, I keep this. This is my one that I keep on my desk. It's here all the time. I use it every single day. And I made fun of this product when I very first bought it because people were like, oh, you need one of these. And I was like, this is the dumbest, bougiest. Like, why am I spending $26 for a lip balm, basically. But to be 100% honest, like I love this so much. And bless Shannon, for my birthday, she sent me one in a different flavor. And I'm so like, I love this is the berry scent. She sent me the gummy bear scent and it smells so good, you guys, like so good. So anyway, yay, everybody loved their box. That's so fantastic. So I'm still putting together things that I want to go in the summer box. And that's why we're a little delayed too. I want to make sure I can get you guys cool things before I be like, hey, here's a box. I don't want to just drop a box and then go like, oh, I'll figure out what to put in it later. It's like not the way I want to roll. So we're going to spend some time over the next couple weeks figuring out exactly. I've got some things, but I want to flesh it out with some other cool things. And as soon as I do, I will be dropping the box and I will, hey, Rebecca, how are you? And then I will be letting you guys know all the details. So yay. That was the other thing I'm probably not supposed to talk about, but I did anyway. And Shannon, I guess, could tell on me, but she probably won't because we share a love of makeup. We were talking about eyeshadow palettes just before I came on, and she was talking to me about a new Morphe palette that she bought, and I was telling her about my undying love for the Natasha Denona Retro palette, which I am wearing on my eyes tonight. So I know, Tracy, I'm so sorry. It so sucks that shipping costs internationally are just... it's so frustrating. It really, really is. It's as frustrating for me as it is for you. And I had somebody from Australia who had to cancel because she couldn't even get it in her country right now. So that was not fun and exciting. Let's see. So I was going to talk to you guys the rest of the time, just have a casual chat about some things I'm loving right now. And hang on. Sorry about that. I'm just making sure baby's okay. Sephora is going to have another sale in April. Oh, that's right. It is so far away, but I already have things stacked up just like I do at Ulta as well. So I want to talk to you about some things that I'm loving right now, and I'm loving from the drugstore because I've had some people ask me recently about skincare in particular and some other things that I've talked about in the past. They're like, do they all have to be high end? And the answer is no. There are some really great things that I'm enjoying from the drugstore right now that even surprised me, if I'm being completely honest. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is skincare related. Well, yeah, I'll start here. So I have this cleanser that I got at... oh, Rebecca, Ulta next door to your work is dangerous, right? And I actually got this one at Ulta, but then I realized they sell these at Walgreens, which is, I don't know how to say this because I don't speak French, but I think it's the Avene. And it's the liquid milk cleanser. I'll try to get this. There we go. You can see this is almost empty. I've really, really enjoyed this. It's so soothing and hydrating. If you have oily skin, this is probably not for you. But I find that even though this is a milky cleanser, it's not super heavy. It doesn't leave a residue, and it just leaves you soft and feeling really good about your skin. It doesn't strip you. There's nothing like your skin's not dry or tight afterward. I really just enjoy this a lot. And in terms of cleansers, I think I have like 5 of them right now. Gel cleansers I find are just a little bit too drying for my skin at this point. But, overall, I think this is a really good item if you're combo to dry. The other thing I want to talk about is kind of in the skincare realm. If you're wearing makeup, and especially if you're wearing mascara or any like a waterproof mascara, which are so hard to get off sometimes, I have other makeup cleansing balms. I spent a lot of money on an Elemis one because I generally like Elemis products. They smell good. They come in nice packaging. They last a long time. This time I found the Elemis cleansing balm to be like sticky, and it smelled funny. And I didn't like it. It like stuck to your skin, and I felt like I was never going to get it all off. And I didn't like anything about it. And I was glad I got it on a half sale or a half off sale, but even at half off, it was expensive. And I remember thinking, I don't, I don't like this. Like, I don't like this. So, somebody recommended this to me, and this is the Elf Holy Hydration. So if you don't like scented products, you may not like this. It's got a slight coconutty, well, no, it's not even a coconutty smell. It's almost just like a lightly fruity smell, maybe. But it doesn't linger. It won't stay. Like the minute you put it on, it evaporates, to be honest. This has, if you can see what that looks like, it's like any, normal balm, but then it melts out and it just takes your makeup right off. Like it's light, it's hydrating, but it's not heavy, it's not sticky. It is a little bit of a citrusy smell, maybe, Rebecca. A little. It's hard to explain. It's almost florally. I don't know. It's an unusual scent. Anyway, I really like this. The Elemis, even at half price, I think was something like 30 something dollars. This is like $10. The only thing about this to me is it's a little hard to find because people like it. But other than that, I really feel like, good night, Edie. I feel like this is one of the easiest, best, and soothing ways to take off your makeup. The other thing I want to talk about is I got this from a YouTuber, and I had been looking for a good retinol body oil or body cream, which is good for, any sort of skin repair, because that's what a retinol overall does. It's supposed to be kind of anti-aging and all of those kinds of things. So I picked this up at Target, and it's from the line called Versed, and this is the Firm Ground Retinol Body Lotion. I've only been using this a couple of weeks, but I will say I feel like I notice a difference when I don't use it. I have some places where I'm trying to do some skin repair and I have some sun damage and things like that. And when I don't use this for a few days or so, I really kind of notice, I kind of notice that I've missed this. So anyway, I've been missing questions. Sorry, guys. The Neutrogena, Dana, I have been able to find at Walmart. So you might try there if you haven't been able to see it. I know they have it online because I've had to actually order it, and then they deliver it to my door. Let's see. It's not good. Yeah, so this Elf stuff is fantastic. Here we go. For taking off all of your eye makeup. Yeah, because it's not good to rub and rub and rub, especially as we get older. It's not great for your skin, no. So this will absolutely help. And there's one of my favorite human beings in the world. Hi, Sierra. Yay. How are you, honey? This is late for you, but I'm glad you stopped in. So let's see. The other thing that I found at Target, also from the Versed line, is this advanced retinoid, what do they call it? Eye balm. So it goes on under your eye. It's not an eye cream per se. It doesn't have a creamy texture. It does look like a lip balm or something, for instance. And it goes on, well, you're not going to see it because I already have shiny stuff all over my hands. When you put it on under your eyes, it is a little on the shiny side. It doesn't necessarily add a lot of moisture, which is unusual because it is kind of balmy. No, it melts. It's not super waxy, Rebecca. It kind of melts on contact. Let me see if I can find a place that isn't shiny and you can kind of see. Maybe this will work. I don't know if you're going to see it on camera, though. So if you look like right here, no, you're not going to see it on camera. It's just like slightly shiny, but it's almost like putting on a lip balm in the sense that you can feel it's there because it coats the area, but it's not thick or sticky or anything like that. I like it. Sometimes I will combine it with, if I feel like my skin's dry, I'll combine it with a little bit more moisturizer. So I'm getting kind of a moisturizing aspect while I'm also getting the skin repair aspect from the retinoid. But I don't do it every night, but I'm finding that I like it. I had bought previously a First Aid Beauty retinoid eye cream that I felt like did absolutely nothing. And I was really disappointed because I usually like First Aid Beauty products, but it wasn't worth the cost. And I ended up just trashing it. I want to talk to you a little bit about some things that are worth it versus not worth it. And some of it is just dependent on what you want. A friend, bless her, sent me for my birthday this very bougie Chanel. It's just a lip balm. It's a straight, there's no color at all. And I can't even show you my hands. But this is just a straight lip balm. It's nice. It's soothing. I'm not mad at it. I think it does the job. Like if you're chapped, this will absolutely make you unchapped. Like I have no beef whatsoever about this product except the price. I think it's just really a lot. And I'm, grateful that she sent me this lovely splurge for my birthday. Would I go out and spend the money on it myself? Probably not. I'm also a real fan of a tinted lip balm. I don't, unless I'm putting on a full face, I don't really wear like a lipstick per se. I'll either wear a tinted balm or a sheer kind of lip gloss. So I've got recommendations for both of those. The first one is, this is the e.l.f. Oh, God. It's so dark in here, I can't actually see. Here we go. Hydrated Core Lip Shine. So it's got this little core in the middle. It's like a heart, and it's harder than, I don't know how to put it. The core where the heart was is a little bit harder than the rest of the lip balm. And this shade happens to be some sort of like berry shade. It's upside down. Here we go. Yeah, I can't read that. It's too small, y'all. Sorry. But this is some kind of berry shade. It's not really, really dark. It's not going to give you a ton of color. I mean, it's sheer, right? And that's all I want. I just want a hint of color. I don't need a ton. If I don't have any other makeup on, I don't want my lips to look like, hi, I came with red lipstick. So at any rate, I like that. But if you are more partial to lip glosses, I have two. One I've had for a while. One I just got the other day, but I'm already kind of impressed. It's a cross between a lip balm and a lip gloss. So this is the L'Oreal, and I want to say this is part of the Paradise line, but there's no more packaging on here. It just says L'Oreal Paris, but I'm pretty sure this is technically part of the Paradise line. This is called Mademoiselle Mauve. So it's just got, your kind of your standard doe foot applicator. It's not like super exciting or anything. It's got the little, diamonds in the middle to catch some product. So when you put it on, you have a little bit of extra there. It goes on like a gloss. It has a little bit of shine like a gloss, but it kind of lingers more like a balm. So if you're looking for a little something to give you color, to kind of take you through, it's not going to last hours and hours. It's not the thing that's going to stay on after you eat or drink. It's like a gloss in that respect. It's going to come off. But if you're feeling chapped, but you also want a little bit of color and a little bit of shine, and you want to look like you tried a little before you go out, to the grocery store, go to work or whatever, like this is a nice product that will also help with chapped lips. I have talked to people about the fact that the Fenty glosses, what do they call them? The lip balm glosses or whatever they're called. Fenty bombs, something like that. I have not, Krista. You'll have to let me know what you think of those. They look fantastic. I like some of the other Maracuja products that Tarte has. I just haven't tried that one. I did see a display one time when I was out looking at Sephora, and they just didn't have a color that I liked, so I didn't get one. But let me know when you get yours what you think. So anyway, if you liked any of the Fenty gloss bombs, that's what they're called. So people love the smell. And I don't get it. That's one smell I don't actually like. And people just keep talking about how much they love it. And I'm like, it smells like burned plastic to me. And I know that that's a super personal thing. And my sense of smell has always been off my whole life. And most people will probably really enjoy this, this scent. I just don't. I find that the cheaper and better alternative, and I find that I have some Fenty, I have 3 shades of Fenty gloss bombs, and I gravitate to my like $10 Maybelline lifter gloss. This happens to be the shade Petal. I also have one in Ruby, and then there's another one that's kind of just a clear shade that I think it's called Crystal or something like that. But it's got kind of, you guys, it smells kind of like a snickerdoodle. That's the best way to put it. It has like a cinnamony sugar cookie scent. It's like this. I love the Fenty gloss bombs. Just smell awful to me. Like I can't. And I feel bad because most people love them, and I love their liquid matte lipsticks. It takes a lot for me to like a liquid matte lipstick, and there's one of the few that I actually do like. And so I really wanted to love the gloss bombs, but honestly, for the price and the smell, and I just think this is a lot better. 100% honest. Rebecca says, what recommend, what? So I'm currently wearing, and you can't tell on camera, you guys, I could do makeup. I don't know what it is about camera. Well, it's the lights. In person, this looks like a totally normal makeup look. In YouTube and camera land, it does not. Like all of what I have on fades away, and this looks so natural, but in real life, I'm actually super glammed up. This mascara I'm wearing, and I don't even know if you can see my lashes at all. This mascara is the Lash Paradise. It's not my very favorite, which kind of, thank you for the segue, leads me into one of that is my favorite, again, from the drugstore. And I almost never will buy or spend the money on a high-end mascara now because I have so many drugstore mascaras that I think are just as good, if not better. My only complaint about this one is if I'm not careful, if I spend any time at all rubbing my eyes, it will flake a little bit. But that's only if I rub my eyes. If I'm stupid and rub my eyes, like I know what I'm going to get. If I'm not stupid and I leave my eyes alone, it's just fine. This is the Essence Lash Princess. You can get this at Ulta. I think you can also get this at CVS. At least you can get it at our CVS. You guys, this is a $4.99 mascara. Kid you not. And this is they have different ones. There's a purple one and a pink one. I like the green one, which is the False Lash Effect mascara. So you'll get like Vavoom lashes out of this for just a coat or two, and it's $4.99. Like, I've stopped buying, and I tried recently the Bite Beauty Upswing mascara that people just raved and raved about, didn't like it. I also, Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced, don't like it. God, there's so many that the NARS Climax mascara, didn't like it. I have tons of these things, and I don't like any of them, and half of them I end up trashing or returning. I just don't like them. Yeah, exactly. The Lash Princess. This is the False Lash Effect mascara. This is, I love this mascara. I have like 3 tubes of it in waiting. I live in fear it will be discontinued. Like, I love this stuff. You like, I do like a liquid matte in certain occasions. I'm wearing one now. I tend to wear it more like a stain where I'll dab some on and just smear it across. I don't like it when it gets crusty. I can't stand it. I haven't tried this Delater one. I like the blue red. So if I'm going to wear a blue red, and I don't even know if they make this more, Wet n Wild makes one in the liquid cat suit called Behind the Bleachers. And it's a really deep blue red. And I've worn it sometimes for Christmas or Halloween videos. If you haven't seen those, you can go find them. And usually everybody's like, oh my God, I love your lipstick. Red isn't something I'm going to wear every day, but on those special occasions, like I enjoy it on those special occasions. There's nothing like when you're going to a super nice party and you just feel happy and you're like, I look glam and, you know, it's a holiday and my lips are red. Yay, I'm happy, you know? You know, Heidi, when you find that perfect color for you, like you will go to the mat for that color. Absolutely. And like I said, I'm not mad at anything about this Chanel lip balm, except it's expensive. And if it were a color that I love, but this is just clear. So yeah, it's hard. I try not to rub my eyes for two reasons. A, I'm a contact wearer. So when you rub too much, you get stuff in your eyes and your contacts, and it really hurts like hell. But two, this is where I have to wag my finger at you. It's actually not this skin around your eyes is so delicate. Anytime you spend rubbing it is actually really bad for it. So let's see. I do actually, Krista, like Benefit Roller Lash, but there is something really comparable at the drugstore. And what I like about it is that plastic wand where the bristles are far enough apart that you feel like you can get to every single lash and get way down at the root of your lashes and really make something happen with them, right? So if you have it now, unless you're married to the bend in that wand, which I like, but I don't love, to be really honest, because it doesn't seem to fit the shape of my eye. Maybe it does other people, but for me, it's a little bit off. I like the L'Oreal telescopic mascara. You get that same sort of brush just without the curve, but it does the same thing. And I actually like the formula a little bit better from the perspective that I felt like every time I bought a rollerball mascara, it dried out fast. And maybe that's just me. But I feel like the L'Oreal telescopics will last me for a while and I get pretty much the same effect. So that's my 2 cents. Let's see. Did baby pop in? Hi, baby, if you're here. The only other thing I wanted to talk about, three things. You guys, I have the world's driest feet. I can't even tell you. I ran around a lot as a kid in bare feet, and I used to play on asphalt in the summer, and it was hot, and I didn't care, and I let my feet get really hard because bonus, if you can be running out in the street with no shoes and your feet don't hurt, like, yay, you never think about, oh, there's baby. Hi, honey. I love you. So you never think when you're a kid what you're doing to your feet until you get older, right? So as you get older, now you're like, gosh, I feel like I have Godzilla feet and this is horrible and I need to make it stop. So what I ended up doing, I have a bunch of different things that I've tried and I've liked, but I had a pedicurist once, Kat, tell me to put Vaseline on my feet and then wear socks to bed. Well, that's great in like January. It's horrible in August. Like I can't do it. Hi, Carla. And I don't like wearing socks to bed. Like I feel suffocated, which is dumb because I know I don't breathe through my feet, but there we are. So I have this stuff and I've tried a bunch of different things and I always end up coming back to it. It's the Soap and Glory Heal Genius. I think you can get this now. I got this last when you could only get it in Ulta. This now you can get at Walgreens, at least in my Walgreens, they have a big Soap and Glory display. So this is a little British brand, and I think it's a British drugstore brand. I haven't been to a British drugstore in a while, but I found this the first time when I was over in the UK, and then I started ordering it at home, and there's just something about this I really, really love. And I know if I will put it on every day after my shower, that it really does make a difference beyond what I'm doing with any sort of regular, like, you know, I like my Neutrogena lotion that Dana was talking about for my legs, but it doesn't do enough for my feet. This is just that little bit more It's not just strictly a moisturizer texture. It's got a little, it's almost balmy and it's whipped and a little bit moussey, but it's not sticky. Like I'm rubbing it on my hand here and I feel like, and it doesn't really have a scent either. If it does, it's just kind of a clean scent. So if you're worried about something overpowering, because I remember once, oh my gosh, somebody sent me a foot moisturizer to try, and it smelled like, they said it was supposed to be champagne and something, but it smelled like I couldn't get it off my feet fast enough. So yeah, if you have a Walgreens nearby with a Soap and Glory display, Kat, give this a try. It'll take a while, but if you will put it on every day, it will make a difference. The last two things I want to talk about, sometimes things are worth it, sometimes they're not. I have this KVD Good Apple foundation. It's hard to find a good cream foundation. I really like this. I think it goes on faster than a liquid foundation. It takes a little less blending. Like if I'm in a hurry, which I was today, I'm wearing a little bit of both of these in my hand. I enjoy this. It says lemon orange in the information. That is not what it smells like to me, Nikki Ann, but okay. So I like this. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I think this is $36 or $38. I think it's a Sephora only item. KVD products, I think, are. So I was looking for another alternative that I could recommend that I felt like was at least, it may not be quite as high coverage, but I think in terms of consistency and wearability and spreadability and blendability and all of those kinds of things, especially if you have dry skin, this business, the CoverGirl Olay, like this, I feel like is just, this is mostly what I'm wearing tonight. I put a little bit of this on in spots where I feel like I bought this shade. This is my fault. I bought it a little too light. So I ended up having to augment with this, which is a little bit too dark. And I got it to work out. But this, I want to say, is $36 or $38. And I think I got this at CVS for like $18. So, and then if you have coupons, honestly, you can get it even cheaper. So I feel like if you're looking for something that's a very quick, not necessarily full coverage product, if you just want something really quickly, you can dip a sponge in it, even out your skin tone, run out the door. Especially if you're older, if your skin is a little drier. This is, I think, just a really like standard product. It's not new, it's not sexy, it's not exciting, but it totally gets the job done. So, and then Kathy, you had asked me about my nails. So most of you guys have been here for a while. Good night, Nancy. Know that because I type so much, I don't keep nails. I don't like to have to get in the habit of going to a nail salon every couple of weeks. Sorry, my throat's dry. But a couple of weeks ago, Jenna Jacob went to a signing and she was like, I didn't have a chance to do my nails before I went. And she said, but I was at a drugstore and I saw these little press-on numbers. And so we were talking the weekend for like the first, I don't know, week or so after the signing, and we talk on Zoom, and she has her camera going, I have my camera going, and every time she's like raising her hands and talking with her hands, and she had like red ones with cute little like rhinestone bows or something. Like they were adorable, and it just kept catching my eye, and I was like, I need to try these. I really, really need to try these. And she goes, they're like $9 press-on nails, honestly. She goes, it took like 10 minutes to do them, and they'll last about 2 weeks unless you soak your hands in a lot of water or whatever. I was like, I need this in my life, because I always feel like, especially when I get on camera, I'm self-conscious because I'm like, I wish my nails looked nicer. I go to the trouble of like trying to do face and trying to do hair, and then I have these nails that half the time I haven't looked at in like a month, right? So I'll give you the good and the bad about these. The good about this, I feel like they were super easy to put on. These are from a line called Impress. And literally all you do is take them out. There's a little plastic tab on the bottom that it's like once you peel it off, there's a adhesive underneath, so it's like a sticker almost, and then you press it on your, like, so if you read the instructions, you're supposed to buff your nails a little bit, use the little provided cloth pad that has probably some rubbing alcohol in it, and make sure that you don't have any residue on your nails, and then you know, stick these on, find the size that fits because they give you sizes, and then you just press them on, right? Well, apparently not quite that easy. Jenna said she actually had listened to a YouTube video which said you're supposed to start in the middle and then work around to the sides. The instructions did not say that, so I did not do that. She said she had no problems with hers. My only complaint is because I didn't get the sides as well as I could have. When I put my fingers through my hair, I can somehow get my hair underneath some of these. If I were to have a do-over, I would definitely, you know, do the method of starting in the middle and then pressing down on the sides too. And she didn't say for how long. I probably need to go look up the same YouTube video. But at any rate, I don't struggle to type in them. I'm not struggling to. The other thing I hate about having, because I, at one point, probably 15 years ago, had acrylics. And I've also had gel nails. I don't mind gel nails except for the maintenance. Acrylics, I hated. I felt like just to go scratch yourself, they were so blunt, and I couldn't handle it. Like I couldn't stand it. These, honestly, I can scratch. Like, it feels a lot. I know it's not my nails, but it feels close enough to them that I can function. So from that perspective, I like it. They have a short version. They have a much longer version. If you're somebody who wants like nails, they have those too. They have them pointed. They have them rounded. Like, you can do all kinds of things with them. So they have different colors. Like the ones I bought, I should have brought them in here. So they had the French, and then they also had in the same packet some that were like silver glitter. So if you wanted to do these with some silver glitter, you could do that. I abdicated out of silver glitter. It's not for me. So at any rate, I was like, I'll let you guys know how long I can stand them and how long I end up wearing them, and what I feel like the wearability is. But honestly, if you have an occasion to go to like a wedding or a baby shower or, you know, job interview or like whatever, in my case, a book signing, would I do this again for $9? 100%. Like, this was way easier. I don't mind a good manicure, but for whatever reason, I'm that person that nails polish stays on my, like, it'll stay on my toes for months. I cannot keep it on my fingernails for like more than 48 hours. So for me, I think this is a better alternative, especially if I want it to last more than 5 minutes. So that's sort of my hot take on some items. It's been a little bit since we talked about any beauty items, because every time I bring them out, William absolutely rolls his eyes. So I kind of felt like, hey, it's just us, and I don't have to deal with him rolling his eyes at me. So let's talk about some things that interest me, and we can have some fun. See, I know. So I have not ever done the dip nails. Can you do it yourself, or do you have to go have them done? That I'm interested in. If I could do it myself, I might be interested. But it's the getting them off. Like, I know they grow out, so you have to at some point get them off, and I don't want to damage my nails underneath. That's the other thing. Everybody says that these will start, like the adhesive will start to wear off at some point. So yeah. You do your own nails, gel and acrylic. You've done dip nails. Do you have a preference, Tracy? Because I'm getting to the point where I would like to do something, but it has to be something where I don't have to go to a salon every 2 weeks. Like, I'm just not willing to do it. I can't, the time it takes, I just can't. Okay, interesting. Where did you get your dip nails, and how long does it take to soak off with acetone? I would be interested. Not that I couldn't go look this up, because yes, I'm aware I totally could, and I probably will. Okay. All right. And it peels off. I might do that. I'm not mad at, yeah, but if it's literally that simple and then you have to do a little filing, okay, cool. I can do that. They come in colors too, right? Like the dip nails, you can get different colors. Is that, am I remembering properly? Um, okay, that's what I thought, Tracy. Yeah, I've seen the kits on Amazon. I'll look at those again. See, I never had problems with the gel peeling off, but I do know people who have said that. Mine seem to stay on forever, but then I get the acrylic grow out and I'm like, no, it's okay. And then I'm back to point, then I have to go back and they have to peel it off and I can actually feel it trying to lift up my nail beds, and I'm not about that. So anyway, awesome, you guys. Thank you for indulging my love of beauty. And now that I've kept you for an hour and 15 minutes talking about a whole lot of craziness, I think, thank you, Denise. I like gel nails. I like the lastability. I want things that are easy to come off. Oh, thank you. I did not know that, Eve. You are a good and special person. Thank you. So I'm going to wrap here. Next week, we should have, um, William should be done helping my parents with the things, and we should have some answers to the things, which I'm going to be excited about. I'm also, you guys who have also commented and DM'd me and things like that about the paint job in the living room. Thank you. I know it sounds silly to get really excited, but you guys have to understand, like, when they were doing the paint, I was standing there going, this paint on paper looks gray. Like in every way, I painted a foam board, it looked gray, like a warm beigey gray. And all of a sudden I was like, why? I'm putting this on my walls. Why does this look blue? Like I specifically picked a grayish gray that wasn't blue. Like, anyway, and I'm just freaking out. And it took them 2 days to paint. And even the second day I woke up and they were like more than half done. And I looked at William and he looked at me and I was like, dude, this is blue. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about any of this. He's like, did we have to do this right now? I'm like, if I hate it, can I repaint it later? And then what ended up happening was by the time they got done and it all dried down, we were both like, this is perfect. This is, I mean, I picked them thinking it was going to work, and I ended up getting exactly what I wanted out of it. So I'm very happy. And thank you guys for listening to me whine on about worrying about my living room being blue. Not that blue's a bad color. It just didn't go with anything in my room. So I'm happy to have that done. And the journey of the stairs starts on Saturday, and that's going to take a little bit, but I'll do some before and after pictures of those too, so you guys can see. We're just doing, some things that we've been putting off for a while, especially the stairs where I'm like, oh, and the cats have been using it as a scratching post. Fantastic. So that has to go. So we're going to fix that. Yeah. I'm looking at you, Fifi. I'm looking at you, Fiona May. She's not looking at me. So I will keep you guys posted. And I appreciate you spending some time with me. Every room in your place is a different color. I have a lot of grays in my house, but they're not necessarily the same gray either. So and I have a little bit of accents, and yeah, it's all over the place. I get you. I like color. I do. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will be back with more fun and more stuff. And I will have my other half, who I will totally give some elbows to the boobs too, and he'll enjoy every minute of it. And I love you guys for spending your Wednesday night with me. So thank you. And I will see you guys next week. Yay. I love you. Have a good one. Bye.